We go ahead and move to state policy. New legislation is sitting on Illinois Governor Pritzker's desk. That's after the House and the Senate passed a number of policies in the state's fall veto session. The legislation includes new rules on a wide variety of topics, from transit funding, energy reform, and immigration arrest. And it's a lot to dissect. So I sat down with Chris Davis. He's the director of state legislation at the Illinois Farm Bureau, and he shares how these policies could impact landowners.
Well, thanks for joining us, Chris. There's a big energy reform package sitting on Governor Pritzker's desk right now, and it lifts a ban on nuclear power, creates a new charge for those using electricity. But I know I'm just scratching the surface here because there's so much in this legislation. Why was the Farm Bureau interested in energy policy this year in Springfield?
Illinois Farm Bureau was extremely concerned that this places additional burdens on ratepayers and farmers. This legislation does not include what is called an agricultural impact mitigation agreement, or an AMA. Illinois Farm Bureau supports AMAs on all renewable energy projects. The battery storage components of this legislation do not require an AMA that protects landowners when these projects are constructed. Currently, wind projects and solar energy projects require an AMA, so we just wanted parity for battery storage projects. This legislation fails to require fire protection provisions on battery storage protections. We saw an incredible drought this summer and some significant fires across the state of Illinois. We believe that these battery storage sites should have significant fire protection provisions for landowners and farmers across the state.
So, did this turn out the way you wanted it to, or do you have some frustrations with this current legislation?
No, we certainly still have significant concerns about this legislation. While we are happy that this lifts the nuclear moratorium, we feel that landowners are left without significant protections in this legislation that they deserve.
Another piece of legislation that has direct ties back here to the Quad Cities is the transit funding. We've been covering this over the last few days, but why are you interested in it? Why should farmers care about this funding for transit?
So Illinois Farm Bureau was particularly concerned with conversations, especially back in May, to eliminate the sales tax exemption on biodiesel. The agricultural community came together to ensure that the sales tax exemption on biodiesel was preserved and that that was not used as a funding source for a bailout of the regional transportation system.
And how did that turn out for you?
It was great. We were successful in ensuring that transportation funds were used for transit and that biodiesel was preserved in Illinois going forward.
Chris, I know you've been busy the last few days and, just even the last October. So I thank you for your time and we'll have to check back in next spring.